Hey, sweeties. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Tea and Talk, where the tea is always hot and the talk is always sweet. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks for sipping with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, and hit that notification bell so you never miss anything Tea and Talk. I've been reading a lot and taking in a lot of content recently, so I stay in the loop about the goings-ons. I be in my own little world trying to stay off social media as much as possible. Too much noise. But one of the things I've been seeing a lot of lately are videos regarding body count in relationships. I've seen videos of women just revealing their body count, being asked on podcasts and in street interviews. I noticed the large amount of people in the comments of these videos quickly breaking these women down even more. Some say body count matters, some say it doesn't when it comes to dating and marriage, and I wanted to discuss my viewpoint on the issue. Many of the women I see on these podcasts or interviews are in the late millennial and Gen Z generations. Those generations were a bit different than early millennials and previous generations. They had access to more technology, including cell phones, internet, social media, etc. This is not to say that this behavior didn't exist in earlier generations, just something that I took note of. You ever pick up a book of a topic you've been researching, hoping it's going to be different from the rest of the books you read on the topic? You look at the title and picture and read the summary on the back and feel it is going to be the same. However, you still get the book because you want to learn everything about this particular topic. You get it home and you read it in one sitting because what you learned was way more deep than you originally thought. You learned more than you thought you would because you actually took the time to peel back the pages on the book and listen to the words on the page. I've seen a loss of sense of self and awareness in these women. Many trying to find themselves through all the noise in the world. I believe the promiscuity could be rooted in a few different reasons. Number one, maybe growing up with mothers who are hands-off. Many times, these women have mothers who don't really mother them, if you will, which can be due to the mother working long hours or lack of confidence in being a mother. As a result, these women aren't taught the ins and outs of how to be a respectable woman. No fault to them. They aren't taught about how to dress, speak, act, and present themselves to the world. So in this case, where are they more likely to turn? Media and peers. More than likely, their peers have grown up the same or in a similar situation, so they have little advice as they struggle through trying to figure it out on their own. Or they turn to the mean streets of media. Social media is polluted with poor choices and bad influences. Look at TikTok and IG, for example. Then bring us to media like pop culture. Today's age has little to no positive young women influences to look up to. Instead, these individuals claim to be positive and are targeting Black girls while they are singing and rapping about body positivity and liberation while actually promoting the inappropriate behavior we see now on an everyday basis. Think of rappers Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, City Girls, Lotto, just to name a few, or shows like Harlem or Sisters. These rappers and TV shows do nothing but continue to cycle and yell, "We promote body positivity and sexual liberation," but can't define what that means to them. Back to the original point. So, the cycle continues because what causes people to become friends? Similarities. And if they see that their friends are doing it, then they are going to follow suit more than likely. And if their friends have no answer, they will seek it out using the next best thing, media. 2. Growing up without a father. A girl's first love for a man is supposed to be her father. In fatherless homes, those girls have no one to turn to as far as a male figure. They may have uncles and grandfathers, but it isn't the same. They spend their days looking for that love, trying to fill voids by allowing men to use them sexually, hoping their sex will pay off, and they will be loved only to be disappointed in the end, and the vicious cycle starts and continues. They fear being by themselves, or mimic the scenarios of their mothers who didn't marry their fathers, but instead they go about it the wrong way. They never had the visual of seeing how a man is supposed to treat a woman, so they lack the awareness. So they search and search by offering up their bodies in hopes someone will show them and give them love, validation, attention. They don't know how love is supposed to look or feel. 3. Being sexually abused. This is huge in the Black community, where the girl is sexually abused and as a result becomes promiscuous as a way to bury the pain and the cries, which lead her down a path of self-destruction. She doesn't have the bandwidth or the tools necessary to begin to heal in a healthy way, so she uses her body as the next best thing. These women are at a disadvantage automatically because they weren't prepared and equipped with the proper tools and knowledge to avoid going down that rabbit hole that led them to having a high body count. This is not the outcome for every woman, but many of the women in these situations, this is the reality, their reality. They lack the self-awareness, self-worth, self-esteem, confidence, and self-love. They don't see what they are doing as self-sabotage or destruction due to lack of education, guidance, and awareness. They feel unworthy because their father didn't care enough to stay, or hey, that family member didn't care enough to control themselves and not hurt me, so I must deserve all I'm getting, or my mother never showed me how to be a woman, so I'll follow what the majority are doing or what pop culture shows me. This is their reality. They are unaware of how to even begin to love themselves when the people in their own family, in their own lives, didn't show it, and they had no positive role models of self-love to follow. Their reality is distorted, and they went through many types of trauma, including emotional. They didn't choose to write this part of their story, but they are living it every day. With that being said, I do believe there's a point as an adult woman where you have to wipe the tears away, stand up, and take control back. You went through hell, which is understandable, but that doesn't mean you have to stay there. You have to pull yourself out of it. Going to therapy has become very popular in the Black community, and in many cases, this may be the road in which you need to take. There are many girls that go through these scenarios, and some are wired differently and use those scenarios as their survival story as they change the narrative. Many people don't, and they live that narrative, never taking the pen to rewrite the story of their own lives. It is up to you to make a decision about who tells your story and how you want to tell it. It is time for you to begin to heal. You are worth more. You are enough, and you deserve to feel love. So I'm encouraging you to get up and get to work. Don't let that be your story anymore. Take the pen back and blow them away with how you change the narrative and direction in your life. Never be afraid to give them a plot twist. This is your life and your story. So change your book title and summary to represent you and how you overcame the obstacles to becoming the woman you want to be. All right, sweet teas. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell to never miss anything Tea and Talk. Like and comment below. And until next time, love and light.